On Sukkot, when we leave our steady and safe things for some time, this raises many questions. So, why is it that by nature we like the safe and steady things? Like any other animal. What's the difference between man and animal? An animal searches for the same things. It becomes used to its home, especially a cat. Try getting a cat out of its house. It doesn't like it. Not only that it doesn't like it, it resists it. So what is it about our nature that, because it's safe, it's good, it's everything, I don't want to move either. I like it where I am. Until I'll settle down in a new place, it's not safe. I don't know. Here, I know everything. I got along, and it's something very animalistic. Something on the animal level. My fenced territory, where I am, this is mine, everyone knows, understands, no one goes in. Look what people build above the animate level. The more we develop, the more we go into our private zone. The more we develop, the more we're searching for the steady private zone of ours. Yeah. Are we missing out on anything as human beings because we're afraid of transient things? Of course. It's a thing and its opposite. The more we develop, and our development comes as a result of the growth of our ego, the will to enjoy, and so on, the more we have to care for a safe life that's really settled down, well-based. And actually, human beings, they're kind of miserable because life pulls us out of one place and into another. Previous generations, they lived for centuries in the same place, and the house and everything in it was passed from one generation on to the next. And we're in states where we constantly have to move from place to place, and all in all, no one's really content with the situation. But that's how our life is. And it's all in order for us to reach a state where we will be more mobile. That will think in direction of moving altogether from one house to another, which is what Sukkot, the holiday of Sukkot, symbolizes. We're reaching a state where we're no longer capable of settling down in this world. In the past it was easier. Today we no longer know. Will we keep on living here? Earth, maybe it's too small. Will it sustain us all? Will it not explode? Will it not heat up, cool down? There are different fantasies about moving to another place, meaning our development is bringing us to a state where we would gladly move to a safer and better place. But there aren't any. And this transience that we experience in life, even though that we're as if stronger and we have the ability to build an excellent life in terms of technologies, our abilities in terms of industry, trade and everything, but our ego is becoming much more demanding and cruel and evil, where along with all of our abilities, it does not allow us to get along in a good and nice way. We can build apartments for everyone. We could make food, grow food for everyone in the world without any problems. Instead of that, half of the world is starving, half of the world doesn't have a place to live, that they're migrating all the time, meaning there's a kind of an evil about our nature which does not allow us to arrange our life. And therefore we see that in the 21st century, millions of people, they move from place to place and they fly, and they don't find any peace for themselves, and half of our children have no livelihood, they have no workplace. They exist off different funds or crumbs that the government gives them and so on, and especially in Europe. And in Africa, half are starving to death, and so on and so forth. We see that if in the past we thought that South America will start flourishing, again they're plunging into a problem. China, we thought that it's going to be an example for everyone, is plunging too. And also is the US. We have no example for the world which we can see as something steady, stable. And here we're coming to the matter of the temporary and the permanent, where our life is looking more and more temporary, and we don't know what to do. We know that it's all temporary, it's all worthless, unstable. If in the past we yearned for something steady, strong, today there's no such thing. Even what we give our children, some profession, some something, also who knows, in a few years it'll all disappear. If we build something in a few years, who knows whether it'll exist. Families are falling apart, the relations between parents and children are falling apart too, meaning everything is becoming very unstable, given to change. And in this case, we see that, we understand that our steady home, our permanent home, became a temporary one. And what's going to happen with our permanent home? And here, from the case of Sukkot, we start seeing that if we exchange our values, those things which were important for us, for those things which seemed unimportant for us, then we can build a good, nice, exalted world. If we exchange our values, where instead of my values all being formed in me by my egoistic nature, if I'll exchange my egoistic nature, self-love for the love of others, connection between people, better attitude, a general care and concern, if I'll at least understand that it can't be any other way in the global world, but if everyone's doing good, then I'm doing good. It can't be any other way. And only if everyone's doing good, then I can do good. And not that if I'll be doing good, then maybe I'll care for others. No, it can't be that way. It's the other way around. If the world is becoming global, then only if the whole world will be well off, will be doing good, then the good will also come to me.